Just to say quick words, I would like to introduce our California, Suffolk, and Hampshire Sheep Breeders Association board. I don't know if they're all out here right now. I know Mike Levantini had to take off. But maybe before I introduce those individuals, we did have a couple individuals that decided to not run and step away from the board, and we do want to give them some recognition. And I see one that's in the stands. I want to give a big round of applause for Denise Mail and thank her for her service to our California, Suffolk, and Hampshire Sheep Breeders Association. We also had Richard Jacobson, who's a Montadale breeder, Suffolk breeder. Quite a few of you probably do know Rich Jacobson. We also had an individual that ran again, unfortunately didn't make it on. That was Billy Ashby. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our new board members. Everybody kind of knows Greg Ahart. I don't know if Greg's floating around. He's getting the U ready, that's right. And so Greg Ahart, he's kind of our voice and our individual that really and Willoughby Sales to make this show happen. We also have Mona is right over there in the out in the stands. We also have some new individuals onto the board. We have Kelsey Bennett, we have Tyler Grover, Jamie Farrow. We also have Jordan Corey, who's not with us. They just had a baby, and so those individuals are on the board as well. Mike Levantini, who I said couldn't make it here, and again, myself is Scott Lane. And so, again, from the board, we thank you. Thank you to the exhibitors. Thank you to hopefully buyers. Thank you to the spectators that come and show up here at the Reno All-American. I thought we had a great show. I watched quite a bit of it, and certainly, hopefully you guys agree with that as well. Last thing I will say, we are really embedded into and the Marion Coble and the Pam Perkins Memorial Scholarship, and so we will be awarding some of those individuals. Our 4 individuals, I do want to kind of announce them. I know we have one young lady that's in the stands that's here. I wanted to announce those individuals. We had Molly Terpstra was a winner. We had Aubrey Swift was a winner. We had Andrew Farrow was a winner. And we had Mackenzie Hoke. We kind of started as a board is maybe don't always win in showmanship because there's only 3 winners in there. And so we did start a scholarship sale credit, and that was a $500 sale credit. And Aubrey Swift was the winner on that. So I think just I would like to thank our judges that we have here today. I thought they did an exceptional job. I'm sure that they'll talk about them a little bit as they introduce them. But I would like to give a big round of applause to Carol and Dan and their crew. And thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Dan, is that one better or worse? Okay. I don't think it's as loud.
Okay, I'll get this together yet. So anyway, as Jeff is making his selections, I have a few things to say. For those of you who may not know, Jeff Rapaski owns and operates Northern Star Livestock Services and runs around 350 Wether and Southdown ewes. Jeff grew up in eastern Ohio on a cattle operation with 175 mama cows and earned his degree from Colby Community College in Kansas. We are grateful for his expertise and dedication here today. 2024 also marks the first year we had the privilege of hosting the Hair Sheep Expo as a part of the Nugget All-American, and we sincerely appreciate the breeders and buyers who participated in this inaugural event. A special thank you goes to Crystal Emshoff and Denise Carey for their tremendous efforts. We were also fortunate to have Terry Burks join us for the show yesterday to sort that event. For those unfamiliar with Terry, he is a retired professor of English Studies from Chifeng University in the People's Republic of China. He previously worked with Kentucky Department of Agriculture in the Division of Show and Fair Promotion as Educational Coordinator and Federal Livestock Grader. Terry also taught adult agriculture in Kentucky Community College System and owned Dynasty Club Lambs and Meat Goats. He is a, hold on, I gotta switch the page, certified judge with the American Dorper Breeders Sheep Association and has judged over 1,200 junior and open livestock shows in 43 states. Terry and his wife Alice reside in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Because Terry had to catch a plane late last evening in order to make it to Sedalia to also judge, he entrusted his picks to Jeff Rapasky, who served as not only our breeding sheep official, but will also serve as your hair sheep official this evening. And so now here's Jeff Rapasky with the results of your breeding ram division.
First off, I want to reiterate what Scott said. Let's give Carol and Dan a real big round of applause for hosting this and the California Sheep Breeders Association. I really appreciate the opportunity to come out and sort sheep. I know the paper deal side of it wasn't real large, but I thought we had some awful high quality individuals to sort through. And first off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the Hair Supreme and Reserve Supreme under Terry's wishes that he wanted me to do because he had to get going. I'll go out and I'll pick your Supreme and Reserve Supreme and the Hair division on the Rams, and then we'll come back and we'll get on to the papered side of it.
Our Supreme Hair Sheep goes to the Dorper Division, Lot 101, Emshoff Livestock Company. Our Reserve Supreme Hair Ram goes to our Katahdin, Lot 160, Francis Family Farms, Katahdins, out of Missouri.
Well, first thing what I'd sorted yesterday morning and today, I thought there was an awful nice lineup. Like I said, once again, there wasn't a whole lot of numbers, but I thought the quality was very, very high. And there's some individuals I think can go on and play later on in the summer and into the fall and be very, very competitive. I'll go out and I'll show you the two I like the best.
Our Supreme Champion breeding ram in our breeding division goes to our Champion Slicked Suffolk Ram, Lot 1, Macaulay, Suffolk, from Pennsylvania. Our Reserve Supreme goes to our Baby Doll Southdown Ram, Lot 31, Fisher Club Lambs, Idaho.
Congratulations to all of our RAM participants. If Candy and Al Schminke can make their way to the ring. It is our pleasure to introduce our judge for the 2024 Wether Sires and Dam Show, the dynamic duo of Al and Candy Schminke. Together they own and operate Schminke Genetics, providing quality genetics for the club lamb and show pig industries in Van Horn, Iowa. We have truly enjoyed and appreciated their time with us in sorting these consignments. Let's have the crossbreds and the remainder of the Rams enter the ring at this time. Looking for the Dorset? Dorset Advantage. Speckle face? Yeah, grand and first and seconds, go ahead and go in. Awesome, I think we're just about set, guys. Jeff, up here. All right, I think we're all set, and we'll let Candy and Al start to look through them. And while they work the magic, I'd like to take a moment to thank this year's event sponsors once again, the California, Suffolk, and Hampshire Sheep Breeders Association, the University of Idaho, RSG, or Reproductive Specialty Group, Sullivan Supply, and Showright Feeds. Your support does make all of this possible, and we truly do appreciate it. There are several perpetual awards that are presented annually to honor the longevity and excellence of this sale. We're going to begin with several of those in a moment, but some of the winners happen to be in this ring at the moment. So I'll hold off on announcing those until the conclusion of this drive. All right, while they are working on the results of this, we will do our award for the Outstanding Suffolk exhibit. The Outstanding Suffolk exhibit. Each year, the perpetual award is given for a Fred Goebel Outstanding Suffolk exhibit. And this year's awardee is Huge Creek Suffolks. So if a member from Huge Creek Suffolks could make their way up here. If you come over, we'll get a picture, and we'll make Justin carry it for you.
Here, it's been a pleasure to be here at Reno and at the Nugget, and just an outstanding lineup. But it really depends what your needs are and what you need to look for. And I think all these guys really bring a lot of traits and genetic value back into our flocks, and can really put us ahead in another genetic step. All the way down through here, just kind of depending. If you need extra power, you can sure find that. If you need a little more length of body and still have that skeletal extension up into their front end, it's definitely here. If you need something that's really stout in his bone work, and he's got that substance to go along with it. He's got that complete package. There's definitely a guy here. So all the way through the champion who reserves, if you would help me along ringside, please give them a big round of applause of these breeders for bringing out this quality. I think there's, Al and I are in consensus on this individual, and when we saw this individual walk in, this buck lamb, he just really puts a lot of things together. He's got balance, he's got the eye appeal, he's got the show ring look, he's got that levelness and squareness. So you get your hands on him, he's so expression through that center part of his loin. This guy can do a lot. Let's give the young lady on the end a big round of applause.
Our Supreme Ram goes to lot 333 from Faro W2 Club Lambs out of California.
It comes in for our reserve Supreme. Again, I think we got some really, really high quality individuals, and we bring in our reserve and the crosses, and I think that guy, he's got a lot of future ahead of him. He fits right in here in our championship drive all the way down through. Another guy that just has an advantage today is just the ultimate amount of touch that this individual has. He's just so square. He's got a ton of muscle. You get off the side profile, this guy carries that muscularity deep down into the lower part of his stifle. Get behind him. He's got a huge hip in him, but this guy can move too. The young lady right here with the natural would be our reserve Supreme.
And our Reserve Supreme comes out of our Natural Color Division, Lot 313, DVL Wood Club Lambs from Texas.
Okay, I know a couple of these families are going to have to get some sheep back to the barn, but if a member of Johnson family could come forward and a member from T-Walt could come forward, that would be great. In the meantime, it's time to be bringing in the breeding and hair sheep U champions into the ring, so if you can be up here ringside and ready and lined up, ready to go. So this year's Paul Freitas Memorial Trophy, which is given each year for the outstanding Hampshire, is going to be presented to Johnson family. So if Christina and or Billy could both come forward to receive that award, that would be terrific. Okay, I see. Just I see Billy. All right, William Wyatt. Congratulations for your Outstanding Hampshire Award this year. If you'll go over there, they'll take a photograph. Josh T-Walt. And the next perpetual award that honors Ken Giesland and is given for the Outstanding Dorset exhibit will go to T-Walt Showstock.
If you would, I'd like to recognize Jeff today, Rapaski, for sorting the sheep. He's been a long-time participant of the Nugget, and I know Carol gave a good bio of him today. But if you would, I'd really like for you to show your appreciation for him. Let's give Jeff a big round of applause for doing a great job this week.
Let's give all these female exhibitors a nice round of applause. I thought they brought an awful deep and awful good set out. Once again, Terry, he picked his Supreme, Reserve Supreme. I'm just basically out here, I'm going out and I'm shaking the hands of the people who brought him. I'll go out and I'll show you the two he wanted me to use. But I think got an awful high quality set of hair sheep that sells tomorrow. So you guys get in there and get after them if you want them.
While Jeff is making his final selections in the Breeding U division, we have 2 awards that celebrate individuals who have had an outstanding show week here at the Nugget and have been chosen as the premier consigners for their respective categories. The first category is in the Breeding Sheep division. The Harlan Wagner Memorial Award for the Premier Breeding Sheep Consignment. The winner for 2024 is Huge Creek, who is also named the Fred Coble Memorial Trophy winner for the Outstanding Flock for 2024. Let's give them a big round of applause.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but once again, I mean, like, the numbers weren't huge, but I think the quality is awful good. There's 2 individuals out here that I've been playing in my mind actually since I judged them on yesterday. The one I'm really familiar with, started with this breed. I think she's just awful high quality. I think she can play come late summer, even into the fall, November. I think she's just awful good. And then there's a breed that I've been taught quite a bit about the last couple years, and I got a lot of appreciation for him. And that individual, I think she's just a really good and solid too. So in my mind, I'm going back and forth and trying to determine which one I want to lay my hat on, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to handle them one more time, and then I'm going to show you which one we're going to use and which one's going to be supreme today.
Our Supreme Breeding U goes to Lot 10, Ahart Suffolk from California. Our Reserve Supreme goes to our Champion Ballet Blacknose Sheep of Washington State, Lot 51.
All right, let's be having the Wether dams lined up and ready to enter the ring. Congratulations once again to those exhibitors in the breeding side of the program. As we prepare to enter the ring, Wether, dams, and sires, please go forward and enter the ring, whether you were first or second. Matt will get you lined up. Go ahead and head on into the ring. Speckle face champion.
Well, as Candy and Al, they start evaluating the stock and deciding where they're going to land on our Supreme Champion in our U Division, I'd like to take an opportunity and really thank the pair of them for coming and sorting the sheep today and yesterday. They've done a fantastic job. I've known Al and Candy for a long time, and we're sure excited about having them out here. If you would, let's give them a big round of applause. Show your appreciation for doing a great job for us this week.
And while they make their decision, we will give out the last of our perpetual awards. Our next award was created in honor of Don Mayo and is given to the premier Wether, sire, and dam overall consignment. This year's winner of the Don Mayo Premier Breeding Sheep Consignment is Pharaoh W2 Club Lambs. Also, we ask at the conclusion of this event that you stick around because the excitement has just begun this evening. Right here ringside tonight, you will have the opportunity to purchase some of this country's most outstanding proven sheep genetics at the first Royal Flush Proven Female Genetics live sale. So, after this is over, go get your buyer's numbers, get your beverage of choice, and find your place in the bleachers to take part in this awesome new event. Additionally, we want to thank everyone who participated and helped to make For the Kids Friday another tremendous success. I think the kids had an awesome time out in the show ring. We want to give our thanks to Chasten and crew for making that possible, and for those that were graciously allowed to participate in the senior showman or the adult showmanship division. All those funds go to help raise the money that are given in scholarships and buyer's credits for the kids to use at the sale. So if you could give them a round of applause for making this a fun day for all the kids as well.
Well, let's give these exhibitors out here a real nice round of applause. I think incredible set of sheep. As Candy and I were talking about earlier, again, we want to thank Dan and Carol and Justin down there for inviting us to come out to judge your sheep show and to judge this event. It's been nothing but the best coming out here. We've never been to this event, been raising sheep for 40 years, but we've always seen and looked at some of the details, looked at some of the pictures. We knew this was going to be a very high quality event, and quite frankly, it's obvious it is. And so there's lots of good sheep that we kind of worked our way through. And so again, thank you to Dan and Carol and Justin and the whole crew here that puts this on. Give these guys a real nice round of applause for putting on a great event out here. It's in a side note wise, it's one of those deals that I know this is the fact. I think Candy and I, first time that we've done a sheep show together from an event standpoint, and of course she's the sheep gal at the house. We've been doing this and raising livestock at the house for 41 years, but 3 generations of raising sheep and hogs and doing this and involved in it, and the kids are involved, the grandkids are involved, but we appreciate the invitation to come here. I know Candy's been asked several times to come out here, and of course we've got an opportunity to do it together, and it's been an absolute pleasure to do it. And she's been just a little bit apprehensive. A lot of you folks probably know that she's had some challenges there about 6 years ago, not sure exactly how she was going to handle kind of working through them all. This is about the first event she's had a chance to do, and so we made sure that Pops was here to help her along in case we got into a little bit of trouble. So give my wife a real nice round of applause. She loves this to death. And of course, I go along, and most everybody knows me from the hog side of it, and I like good livestock. And of course, I've had to get them a little more engaged on the sheep side of it as we made decisions, and we make mutual decisions in our breeding programs, and as we go out and outline bucks, and we're putting programs together. And again, I think there's intangibles and there's things that we look at from a standpoint of breeding stock wise that are hard to piece together. And I think, again, as you go together and put bucks together on top of this set of females, and we've got just the champions of each one of those breeds, there's ones laying in positions right behind them that are awfully good and incredible also. And again, if they match up into the bucks that you guys like, I think there's lots of neat fits. I think lots of next generational moves as we get out here, and I think will do some things extremely well. There's several. There's one that basically just turns us up to another notch. For our opinion, again, we like them things looking like this one looks. As a young one, it's going to take a little bit longer for this one to get into production. Quite frankly, I think this one's just absolutely incredible. If you get an opportunity to get your hands on her. And again, I think everything reads about as right as you can put one from one that's up and out, that is just cool looking on a 3/4 view from the front. You go through the side part of her and profiles extremely well with a big old flat pin set. Her angles are extremely well. And again, we don't matter if they're little or big, but all ounce for ounce, we like this one the best. The natural down here will be champion. Congratulations.
Our grand champion and our supreme champion of the All-American Nugget Weather Dam Show goes to lot 331, Neff Livestock, out of our natural color division.
As we get out here for reserve, and again, like we talked about earlier before we got out here and kind of watch them settle in, quite frankly, you can't make a wrong decision. I think as you work through these, and again, each one of the breeds, I think, bring the things that the neat things to offer. We talked about this cross that extra powerful and stout, and again, can put a lot of different combination of bucks that this one's here is just enormous topped and shaped and monster hipped and rump and really opens up extremely well. And we've got the Dorset here that comes with as much shape and top side as any of them proportionally wise for that particular breed, the way that one opens up and the extra power and feature that one's got. Really nice look. Again, I love that one a bunch. Dorset Advantage that we've got out here, and again, up-fronted, tall-fronted, good-looking, good built. Don't need to make any excuses for her. That one's got lots of good things to offer. A good set of seconds that are laying behind them. Their spec that's laying out here, another one that's just an absolute beast when you get your hands into her. Great in her line. She's tall-fronted. She proportions extremely well. She does the things that are really neat. The south down that we've got out here with her shape, design, when she gets posted up, planted, and gets more comfortable even more and more, we like her even better today as we did yesterday. That one's design, mold, feature is extremely good. And we come down to our Hampshire, and that one there, we got lots of power, we got lots of feature, extra stoutness kind of working into her that ties together lots and lots of nice things that we like her. And then we've got the blue ewe down here that, again, that's stout. She's wide, she's thick, she's really opened up to the front third of her body. And again, I think all of them are really, really in contention as we work our way out here. We're going to land on the other blue ewe down here for our reserve grand. Congratulations.
Our Reserve Supreme Weather Dam U goes to lot 337, Faro W2 Club Lambs out of California. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being at our Supreme Drive. If you'll give us about 10 minutes, we're going to get set up and we're going to have our Royal Flush genetic sale. And also would like to extend some gratitude to our staff and all our interns that have helped make everything run so well this weekend, and to Justin and Aaron for doing a great job on getting everything organized.